One of my favorite passages in all the Bible is in Luke chapter 15, starting at verse 11, the parable of the lost son. And Jesus is telling these parables, and it says, "There was a man who had two sons. The younger one said to his father, 'Father, give me my share of the estate.' So he divided his property between them. Not long after that, the younger son got together all he had and set off for a distant country, and there squandered his wealth in wild living. After he spent everything, there was a severe famine in the whole country, and he began to be in need. So he went and hired himself out to the citizen of that country, who sent him into the fields to feed pigs. He longed to fill his stomach with the pods that the pigs were eating, but no one gave him anything. When he came to his senses, he said, 'How many of my father's hired servants have food to spare, and here I am starving to death? I will set out and go back to my father, and say to him, Father, I have sinned against heaven and against you. I'm no longer to be worthy to be called your son. Make me like one of your hired servants.' So he got up and went to his father. But while he was still a long way off, his father saw him and was filled with compassion for him. He ran to his son, threw his arms around him, and kissed him. The son said to him, 'Father, I have sinned against you and against heaven and against you. I'm no longer worthy to be called your son.' But the father said to his servants, 'Quick, bring the best robe and put it on him. Put a ring on his finger and sandals on his feet. Bring the fattened calf and kill it. Let's have a feast and celebrate, for this son of mine was dead and is alive again. He was lost and is found.' So they began to celebrate." Here we see how God is for us. Maybe we're like the parable of the lost son. We're that son that goes off and squanders wealth when times are easy. But when times are hard, we realize our mistakes. God doesn't hold that against us. He understands that we're human, that we're going to make mistakes. He calls us to improve and be better and to turn from our sins and ask for His forgiveness. But He knows that we're going to make mistakes. And if you strayed away from God today, if you've been like the prodigal son and gotten lost, come back to Him, for it says that the father ran to Him while he was still far way off. It meant his father was waiting for him, and our heavenly Father is waiting for us to run back to Him with arms open wide.